Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for part 5 for the Decent to Good Albums of 2021 video. And like I said, this is for part 5 for Decent to Good Albums of 2021 video. So I'm going to discuss from where I left off in the last part. And I'm really sorry that I had to delay it for a bit. I was going to do it at a certain time, but I got held up doing things and all that around my house. So yeah, let's dive into this video. At number 30 is Tyler the Creator with Call Me If You Get Lost. Now there were some good songs off this album. Mainly, I think one of them was Corso or something like that. I can't remember what the title of the track name was. I'll have to look at the track list again. But or you can remind me in the comment section below, because yeah, it's been about almost 6 months since I've heard this album. So yeah, it was a good album for what it went for. So at number 30 is Tyler the Creator with Call Me If You Get Lost. Definitely go check out my review for it if you haven't seen it, because I think you'll enjoy it. At number 29 is Beabadoobee with Our Extended Play. Sorry, I got done eating a little bit, or kind of done eating, I guess you could say. But Beabadoobee did alright with this EP. For her EP for Our Extended Play. I think there's like 4 or 5 songs on this EP, so it's not too long. I think 4 songs. I'm not 100% sure. But it came out before the new Tyler the Creator album. So yeah, I enjoyed it. And some of the songs on here were pretty good. So at number 29 is Beabadoobee with Our Extended Play. Sorry that I can't talk about the songs, but you can go check out my review for it that I did earlier this year. In the second quarter of 2021, that's when I did it, by the end of the second quarter. So yeah, it was a good extended play. At number 28 is Demi Lovato with Dancing with the Devil, The Art of Starting Over. Now, I thought this album, it has grown a little bit apart from me with certain songs like My Girlfriends Are My Boyfriend. Wasn't feeling for that song, honestly. It's a little weird. And, that's the kind of lover I am song. I didn't like the lyrics. I don't care if you got a dick or a wop. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit? So it was weird, honestly. But the other songs did do a lot better than that song. Like The Art of Starting Over, it was a favorite of mine. So was Dancing with the Devil. And yeah, the album did pretty good. Towards the end of the album was really good. Good Place and uh, Butterfly were personal favorites of mine too. So at number 28 is Demi Lovato with Dancing with the Devil, The Art of Starting Over. At number 27 is Ed Sheeran. Sorry, I have a piece of a coleslaw in my mouth or whatever. Please forgive me on that. Yeah, Ed Sheeran with Equals is at number 27. This was a good listen. I enjoyed Visiting Hours. I enjoyed some of Bad Habits. I don't like the video at all, because the video is crap with how Ed Sheeran and the other vampires are flying in the air, and it's such horseshit CGI with how it's being made and all that. So piss poor production work for the video. That's just my opinion. And Collide was a pretty good song. Overpass Graffiti, I think it was called, which was pretty good. Um, and Shivers is another single that did come out, and that was fine. Um, so yeah, at number 27 was Ed Sheeran with Equals. I did enjoy majority of this album. This was a better album than the number 6 collaborations project that he did in 2019, which I find that to be a little less entertaining now. At number 26 is Nick Jonas with Spaceman. Now, this was a good album, for sure. If I Fall is one of my favorites. Don't Give Up on Us was pretty good. Heights was pretty good too. It's grown on me a little bit more. Spaceman and Too Drunk were interesting songs, but This Is Heaven was a favorite of mine. That was one of his best songs that I've heard have heard in a long time. So yeah, Nick Jonas did a pretty good job on his new album. So at least it made it on my decent to good albums of 2021 at a good spot in the top 30, I should say. So at number 26 is Nick Jonas with Spaceman. Number 25 is Jaden with Tell Me About Tomorrow. Now I'm including the whole album, including the deluxe edition that did come out just recently, the deluxe edition. And the deluxe was a little but the regular edition was good for what it was. There were some songs that I wasn't sure if I was gonna like off the album. Like, Tonight was not my favorite song. Then there's, what is it, Angels and Demons, and that was a little, eh. It did alright with his vocals, but, Jaden's vocals, but still, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like this, album. Sorry about the background noise, it's my mom yelling. Pretty much, yeah. I really did enjoy some moments in Jaden Tell Me About Tomorrow. The title track is really good, honestly. And No Vanity was one of my favorites, along with uh, Don't Trust Anyone, also known as DTA. And, what is it? Better Off Dead was pretty good, so there were some good hits, and then there were some misses, like Crack My Skull, not my personal favorite song. Dead or Alive was not too bad. And Lips was not too bad, along with Christmas Sucks, which I don't know if I feel for that track right now. So at number 25, I picked Jaden with Tell Me About Tomorrow. Number 24 is Miles Kennedy with The Ides of March. Now, Get Along is one of my favorite songs from this album, along with In Stride. And this album did come out in mid-March, mid-May, I should say. Almost said March by mistake. It came out May 14th of this year. And it was an enjoyable listen. It was a good album. It's grown on me a little bit more. So has the title track. I was surprised that the title track was going to grow on me as much as it did. But it did good for what it went for. There are certain songs on the album that I don't know if I connect with very well. But for what this album went for, it did good. So at number 24 is Miles Kennedy with The Ides of March. Number 23 is Selena Gomez with Revelation EP. That's what it's called, Revelation EP. I called it Revelación when I reviewed it back in March this year. I did enjoy, what's that song? The song with, a certain DJ artist that she did a song with. I think DJ Snake or something. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember what the song was called, something Love or whatever. Uh, but it's been a while since I've heard this EP. I have it on physical CD, so yeah. At number 23, I picked Selena Gomez with Revelation, I meant to say, EP. Number 22 is Styx with Crash of the Crown. Now, I think the ending to the album's good, and you can go check out my review for it I did back in June of this year. But the ending to the album is much better. The second half is than the first half. The first half is a stale, kind of stale-ish to get through, meaning a little dull to get through. And some of the songs I don't know if I connect with well. So at number 22, I picked Styx with Crash of the Crown. I'm going to talk about one more album and then I'll be in the top 20 after that in the next videos. So at number 21 is Kings of Leon with When You See Yourself. Now this was a good album for sure. It could have made it in my top 20, but it came close. It was pretty close. It was between Pretty Reckless and Kings of Leon, which I think I already hinted away what the next number is going to be. So please forgive me on that. You'll see it in the next video mostly. Pretty much Kings of Leon have made good songs, and they've made some boring songs from time to time. I did enjoy Time in Disguise. That's one of my favorites. Stormy Weather was good. The title track, When You See Yourself, Are You Far Away, was pretty good. So was The Bandit, and 100,000 People was a little slow for a song, but it was effective. The song did perform pretty well. A Wave was pretty good, and so was Golden Restless Age, along with some other tracks like I think it was called Echo that they made, Echoing or whatever. Can't remember, honestly. It's been quite a bit since I've heard this album, but for what this album went for, it was a good listen, and it should have been in my top 20, but it came close. Came really close. So at number 21 is Kings of Leon with When You See Yourself. That's going to be it for part 5 of Decent to Good Albums of 2021. I will return to you for part 6 of Decent to Good Albums of 2021. So I hope you enjoyed this 5th part for Decent to Good Albums of 2021. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. Stay safe, take care, and as always, I'll see you in my next video, which is Decent to Good Albums of 2021, part 6.